Hello everyone, welcome back to another MLB Perfect Inning 2018 video. It is Schimpf from the Schimpf Placer. What is poppin'? Hope you're all having a good day. And today, if you cannot tell from the title, we have a special guest here, Skol Gaming Network. If he wants to say something here.
What's up?
Alright, so we're going to be playing higher lower. Basically, if you don't know what it is, so we're going to be opening up these packs here, the live drafts, and the first player is known as the base player, and then Skol will have to guess if the next player is higher or lower than that player, and then from there they'll just keep going on and on and on. Alright, so we're going to be opening up 30 live drafts, so let's get into it. There's our first little pack there. Alright, so our first pull is a 59 overall Marcus Semien, worth $122,000. Will the next player be higher or lower?
I'm gonna say lower.
And you are correct. Kelly, catcher from the Cardinals. That's 1 point for Skol. Will the next player be higher or lower than a 55
I'm
overall?
gonna say higher.
45. And you would be correct. Hunter Strickland, 63 overall with $177,000. Will the next player be higher or lower?
I'm gonna say lower.
And you would be correct. And it's a 43 overall. I'm not even going to try and say his name.
I'm gonna guess higher.
And it is higher. Brandon Morrow from the Cubs. 58 overall closer. So how many points do you have now?
That's 4.
4 points. Alright. We're going to be opening up our next for you.
Terrible luck where your high cards were really high and your low cards were really low.
Yeah. Alright, so our first pull is Zach Godley, 65 overall. Will our next pull be higher or lower?
I'm gonna say lower.
And you would be correct. Bracho, I believe his name is, also from the Arizona Diamondbacks. So will our next pull be higher or lower than a 50 overall?
I'm gonna say lower again.
And you would be correct. Libert, I'm not even gonna try and say his name. 46 overall. So,
I'm gonna say higher.
and you would be incorrect. He is a 44 overall Coke something. So so now the score is 6-1, I believe.
Yep.
Alright,
higher on the last one.
And you would be correct. 53 overall. Blackburn with worth 41,000. Alright, so now Skol is leading. I believe it's 10-1?
7-1?
7-1. Not very good at keeping track of score here. And, okay. So our first pull is Sergio Romo, 58 overall from the Tampa Bay Rays. Will our next pull be higher or lower than a 58 overall?
Higher.
It is not higher. 54 overall, Sean Kelly, I believe. Alright, so will our next pull be higher or lower than a 54 overall?
I'm gonna go higher.
And he is just barely higher by 1 overall. Danny Descalzo from the Arizona Diamondbacks. Will our next pull be higher or lower than a 55 overall?
No. I'm hoping you had good pack luck, so I'm gonna say higher.
And you would be incorrect. Everyone should know my pack luck is trash. 48 overall. First baseman from the St. Louis Cardinals. And will our next pull be higher or lower than a 48 overall?
Well, you said your pack luck's trash, so let's go lower.
Alright, I actually threw a curveball your way. It's 63 Wade Miley.
Ooh.
Alright, we're going to be opening up our next few sets here. Alright, we got
8-4 now.
8-4. Alright. So, our first pull is Marte, 49 overall. First baseman from the Angels. Will our next pull be higher or lower?
No, I'm going to say higher.
And you would be correct. 10 overalls higher. 59 overall, Ben Gamel, I believe. Okay, in the picture, it says his name is Gamel, but in the picture, in the little thing,
I'm looking at it right now on the market. That's so weird.
Yeah, his name...
Of Ketel Marte.
Yeah.
He hasn't been on the Mariners
yeah.
for over a year.
Yeah. Alright, we have, I believe, Chris Young, maybe? From the Angels, 53 overall.
I didn't guess the next one yet.
Oh. This is awkward. Higher or lower?
I'm gonna guess lower.
And somehow you guess it correctly. Wow.
There's actually 2 Chris Youngs, but they're both lower.
Oh. Yeah. Alright, will our next pull be higher or lower than a 53 overall?
You know what? I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna say higher.
And you somehow are correct. Antonio Senzatella, starting pitcher from the Colorado Rockies. Ironically, now in the bullpen for the Rockies, I believe. And will our next...
I think he is.
Will our next pull be higher or lower than a 61 overall?
You know what? Let's go for it one more time and say higher.
And you would be incorrect. 4 overalls lower, 57 overall, Mitch Haniger from the Seattle Mariners. So we're going to be cracking open.
Was that the last one of those 5?
What's the score?
I think it's 11-5.
Okay, so I think we have one more left. Although the points don't add up.
Available, so if I get all of them wrong, you win.
Alright. So let's see here. Alright, so our first pull is Doug Fister, 57 overall. Will our next pull be higher or lower?
I'm going to say lower.
You'd be correct by 14 overall points. Phil Gosselin, I believe.
Ooh.
From the Texas Rangers as well. Now, will our next pull be higher or lower?
I'm trying to think, do I want to clinch the win? I'm going to say lower.
And you would be wrong. John Lackey, 64 overall, starting pitcher from the Cubs. Will our next pull be higher or lower?
No, let's say lower again.
And
let's say higher.
And you would be correct the first time, but not the second time. 54 over.
The second time is the one I meant.
Alright, so that means you are wrong. 54 overall, Lagares. So will our next pull be higher or lower than a 54 overall?
I'm going to say higher.
And you will be correct. Rogers from the Twins, relief pitcher. Alright then.
Oh, he's good.
Alright then.
I love him.
Our next pull, 63 overall, Leon, I believe his name is, from the Cardinals. Will our next pull...
We could have still tied. Hold on. Let me get this one.
Will he be higher or lower?
I'm going to guess higher.
And somehow you are correct. Andrelton Simmons, 68 overall. Worth a little over $500,000. Now, will our next pull be higher or lower than a 68 overall?
I'm going to say higher.
And you would be incorrect. 68's harder to beat, my boy. 52 overall, Cervelli. So will our next pull be higher or lower?
Let's go with lower.
And you would be correct. 46 overall, Seegers. His Slaggers from the Twins. Sleegers. Alright.
Okay. Yeah, he's our top starting pitcher prospect.
Oh, okay. Alright, so will the next pull be higher or lower?
Let's go lower.
You would be incorrect. 60 overall, Gallardo from the Brewers.
Okay.
And that's all of them. I believe you won.
I think I had like 13 or 14, which means you got about 10.
Alright.
So what's the forfeit? Or is there none?
There is a forfeit. You have to sell a player around 25 mil and have to pick it up, buy it, and quick sell it.
Okay.
Alright, so guys, I'm gonna pause the video here. I'll be back in a bit.
I have nothing that's worth 20.
Alright, Skol is ready to post his card. So what's the card you're posting?
It's going to be the 2013 Colby Rasmus War card and 81 overall. I'll be posting him for 20,500,000 coins.
Alright.
Oh, wait. I've exceeded the max selling limit. RIP. I forgot about that. Here. Alright, give me like 30 more seconds. I have a main account up.
Okay.
I'll find a card on there.
Okay.
And I for sure can list cards. Yeah,
Okay.
I could sell you my +10 Taylor Rogers.
I mean, are you willing to give him up?
Give you a +10?
Alright.
Okay, I've got a card.
Alright, what is it?
Okay, it's 2017. The Stars Matt Belisle from July. It's the +2 version of his card, and it will be listed for 21 million coins even.
So is he a starting pitcher?
He is a relief pitcher, I believe.
Alright.
Yeah, he's a relief pitcher.
Alright, I see him here. 21 mil flat. I only have 21.6 mil. Alright, getting the Belisle. I bought him.
Got the coins. Thank you.
Alright. So now I have to quick sell him. Alright, going into player storage here. There he is, Matt Belisle. Release player for 500 GP. If you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Make sure to check out Skol Gaming Network's channel. It will be in the description below if I remember to put the link to his channel in. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.